Hello everyone, today I'm just going to be doing a update on the NaNoWriMo situation since I've noticed they have changed their post from the original post to changing it to something else. Now I am giving everyone a heads up, I have already read it. And there's a few things I appreciate, but there's a couple of things I'm a little iffy on, so I'm just going to reread it with you guys. Now, I'm not a fast reader, so whoever is reading it might be done before me. But I'm just gonna give my feedback and my thoughts on it. I have already posted a video on the original post. I wasn't going to at first, but then I decided to because I felt like I needed to. It does state some of the reasons why I'm not doing NaNoWriMo. However, the main reason is a personal one, so I'm not gonna state why. The main reason is I'm not doing NaNoWriMo, but part of the reason is the original post did claim that creative people with disability specifically could not write a novel without AI. So AI basically writes a novel for you. And and that AI is like a solution kind of thing. I'm trying to word this nicely without having a lot of hate comments in my comment section. And I'm trying not to make anyone else angry. Anyways, I wasn't going to make a comment about the disability area, but because I felt like I wasn't the right person for it. However, I am aware there are other programs, apps that can help people with vision impaired or hard of hearing and can't type. I believe those programs are voice to text, and there's probably other programs, but voice to text is one I'm aware of. And voice to text and something else. I can't think of it on top of my head, but I know there's a couple different programs. Anyways, basically NaNoWriMo is under hot water still. They took down their original post and has made a new one. So I'm just going to take a look at it. I did leave a link in this post on the article that I found. Now I no longer can find the original post, unfortunately. So there are videos out there that do show a screenshot of the original post. So if I can find any of those ones, I will leave a link down below if I can find them. Oh, before I forget, for anyone that's new here, my name is SherriNight. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself properly. Anyways, let's hop right into this. So this is the new one. A note to our community about our comments on AI September 2024. Now I don't know when about they changed this, but they kept the title the same. That I am aware of. So that means if I'm understanding this right, I could be completely wrong on this. It means they gone on their server or however they do it on their website and they deleted the original post but kept the title, which is something I don't really agree with, because that means you're just covering your tracks and denying that you said it, kind of thing. But benefit of the doubt, we'll read their comments, their new post, to see what it says. For me, again, for some people it might be the first time. But yeah, let's just see what they have to say. To the NaNoWriMo community, for anyone that is wondering, I have deleted my NaNoWriMo account. They never asked why, but I did. I do support AI to a certain degree, like for helping wise, like helping with creative writers with that don't have strong grammarly and spelling, and they need the extra help for that, or they need help with, like maybe, I don't know, some art stuff on their computer. I don't know. I do use AI for that kind of stuff. And I don't think I'm the only one that uses AI to that degree, but that's where I support AI to that degree, only as a support help kind of thing, until you learn how to do it on your own. I don't support the AI where they take over your project, or they take over your writing, or AI writes the book for you. I don't support that kind of stuff with AI. I think I mentioned that in the video I posted today. I'm not posting this on Instagram, if anyone's wondering. I'm trying to keep that separate from on my Instagram account, but I might post something about it. We'll see. Maybe a short video on it. Anyways, to the NaNoWriMo community, in early August, debates about AI on our social media channels became vitriolic. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these words wrong. I do have an overbite, so I do have a harder time pronouncing certain words. It was clear that the intimidation and harassment we witnessed were causing harm within our community of writers. Yes, it was actually. It was a direct attack to. It was not only a direct attack, but it was also discrimination against people with disability or disabilities, depending on the person. But it was a very strong, harsh attack to those ones specifically. It was an attack to other writers as well. However, I feel like the disability part was a stronger attack on a negative impact. To me personally, when I read the original one, it just felt like that. But maybe I'm overly analyzing this. And the FAQs we've crafted last week were written to curtail those behaviors. We wanted to send a clear signal that NaNoWriMo spaces would not be used to bully or delegitimize other writers. I don't know what some of those words mean, but curtail those behaviors, I'm guessing they mean curving it. I will have to look up those words. Actually, I'm gonna do a quick search right now. Sorry, I've been reading some fan fiction lately. First word was curtail. Curtail meaning. Reduce the extent or quantity, impose a restriction on. Okay, so they were trying to reduce the damage, I guess. Ran to curtail those behaviors. So it sounds like they were trying to curb the damage. We wanted to send a clear signal that NaNoWriMo spaces would not be used to bully or, this was the other word, delegitimize meaning. There we go. Withdraw, limitate status or authority from someone or something. Okay, so restraint. Okay. So basically, they didn't want to criticize or restrain someone, but in a sense, they did exactly what they did not want to do. In a sense, they done that. This was consistent with our May 2024 statement, which named a lack of civility in NaNoWriMo spaces as a long-standing concern. Yes, but you made a post that was something you were standing against. Instead, you literally joined the bullies. Okay. I'm glad they acknowledged that. Or at least it sounds like they have. Taking the position of neutrality was not an abandonment of writers' legitimate concerns about AI. It was an acknowledgement that NaNoWriMo can't maintain a civil, inclusive community if we allowed selective intolerance. We absolutely believe that AI must be discussed and that its either use must be advocated for. Yeah, for helping. For the ones that need AI to help them, like with spelling, or I don't know what else NaNoWriMo will be suggestion other than maybe spelling with their website. But last time I checked with their website, there was nowhere to post your writing onto NaNoWriMo. Now I could be wrong on that one. We don't believe that. Oh no, we don't. What we don't believe is what NaNoWriMo belongs at the forefront of that conversation. That debate should continue to thrive within the greater writing community as technologies continue to evolve. Yes, AI is a problem right now because it is a concern that it's going to take over quite a bit of jobs. I get that part. And yes, technology is continuing to evolve, and it's a little bit of a conflict with humans and technology. I'm not denying that part. Is that NaNoWriMo what we don't believe is that NaNoWriMo belongs at the forefront of that conversation. What we don't believe is that NaNoWriMo belongs at the forefront of that conversation. Well, no, they don't belong in the forefront of the conversation, but they brought it upon themselves when they made that original post that they would be supporting AI and that AI is more than okay to use to write your novel, and that you're basically not a writer without AI kind of thing. That was the way I was understanding it, other than the disability part attack. So it sounds like they're, I want to say, resolving it, but there is an issue with AI and humans and technology, and it is evolving. It is a concern. Okay, we apologize that our original message was unclear and seemingly random. Our note on ableism and classism was rooted in the desire to point out that for people in certain circumstances, some forms of AI can be life-changing. Yes, helpful even. Life-changing on the helpful end. However, yes, they're not wrong on the message being unclear, because if they were trying to, the original post, if that was supposed to be a positive message, it didn't happen. I don't know who wrote the original post, but they should have had looked over a few rounds. Some forms of AI can be life-changing, yes, in a positive way. We certainly don't believe those with concerns about AI to be classicists or ableist. Not being more careful about our wording was a bad decision on our part. Very bad decision on their part. Very, very bad. I gotta look up 2 more words because I don't know what they mean. I've heard of them, but I've actually never. Let's spell that word wrong. Meaning of classes in English, treating someone unfairly or having negative opinions about them based on their social class, economic, and social position, especially because they are thought to be from a low social class. I found the discussion of street clothes and street cultural. Oh, okay, I'm not reading the rest. That's just an example. Okay. I'm not reading the rest of that one. That was just a very bad example of it, but I get the meaning. Classes. I'm not reading the rest of that. I am not reading the rest of that. What about this word? Ableist meaning. I might be butchering this word. Ableism is the discrimination of and social prejudice against people with disabilities based on the belief that typical abilities are superior. Okay, they are acknowledging that they made a very big mistake on that. Okay, that's good. That's good that they're acknowledging it and apologizing. Top part I'm a little iffy on. Second, this apology part is like, okay, they're acknowledging it. The first part makes it sound like they're acknowledging it, but it sounds like something else as well. But I'm also trying to read between the lines, so I'm probably overanalyzing this. More than likely overanalyzing this. We certainly don't believe those with concerns about AI to be classicists or ableist. Not being more careful about our wording was a bad decision on our part. Yes, that it was a very bad decision on their part for not being more careful on their wording. And a lot of people, I don't know how many people actually, but there's a lot of people that can read between the lines. I don't know how many, but there's a few. Our mission is about providing encouragement to writers and cheering them on as they progress toward their goals. Yeah, that is true. I'm not denying that part. That remains our primary focus. In the future, we will be more transparent about the issues that we are trying to address with any messaging we provide. So it sounds like they're going to have a couple of people read their messages over to make sure they're not accidentally hitting the insult cards again or attacking people in a negative way. So that's good. Finally, we recognize that some members of our community have other questions and concerns that go beyond general context of our comments. Yes, and actually some people are not part of your not part of your members or community have questions as well. I'm not part of it. I have concerns and questions big time, but I don't know if there's a way to get a hold of them. To our comments, we don't think we can address all of these in a single communication. Probably not. It'll be multiple forms of communications and making sure that the message and the communications is clear as day, not clear as mud when they're communicated. Hopefully they can get that resolved. Additional context here is that we are a very Additional context here is that we are a very small team, including our interim executive director, who is a volunteer. We want to take the time to read through your letters with the care, attention, and concern they deserve. Please expect more in the coming weeks. In partnership, the NaNoWriMo team. Okay. So I don't know if anyone else is going to be making an update on this. Do I accept their apology? Yes and no. Yes, I accept their apology because I'm glad they finally acknowledged that their first post was harsh and very negative instead of positive. No, I don't accept their apology at the same time because action speaks louder than words. Like, to me, this is all pretty words, but I would like to see the proof that they really have acknowledged their mistake. So until I see that proof, I'm not going to be supporting NaNoWriMo. I need to see the proof. Like, I understand that they are a small team. However, that is still no excuse for the original post. I would honestly would like to know who made that original post and who approved it. I honestly would like to know, and I would also like to know what were they thinking. I acknowledge that they said that not being more careful about the wording was a bad decision on their part. Yes, very much so. However, with that said, I get it that they want to make NaNoWriMo more accessible with people with disability. However, AI is not always the route to go. There are other accommodations out there for people with disabilities. I don't know them all. Like I said earlier in this post, voice to text is one, and reading text to the person is another one. I just remember that one. And I'm sure there's more out there. I'm just aware of those two. I'm more than willing to learn and find out more. Because I can't really see, well, I can without my glasses, so I have to rely on glasses all the time, but I'm not referring to myself, but I'm referring to more to people that are legally blind. I don't know what they use for communications and that. I'm sure voice to text is probably somewhere on that list. Or the computer or whatever program they're using reads back to them. I don't know. I'm sure that's two of the programs. I don't know. I would like to know, so this way I don't make any mistakes as well. I do appreciate their apology. Their first post was definitely harsh and negative, and I'm glad they have acknowledged it. What I wish they did not do is that I wish they didn't get rid of their original post. I wish they kept it and made a separate link to this post here. Because when you click the CBC News article and click the link where to read this comment here, the post, it shows this now instead of the original post. And I wish they didn't do that. I wish they made this into a separate one and then post this separately and post a link to the new update into the old one going, here's an update kind of thing. I wish they'd done that instead, because now it looks like they're hiding their tracks. And if it wasn't for the CBC News and people making video posts, I'm not saying they would, but I'm saying they could essentially deny this whole thing if it wasn't for the evidence backing this up. Like, they could deny saying they never made a post like that, except now there's YouTube videos out there with the picture of original post, and there's the article from CBC to back that. I don't think they would go to that denial route, or at least I would hope they wouldn't, but I don't think they would. Overall, I appreciate the apology. Hopefully they can take a positive step forward from this. Like I said, I won't be supporting NaNoWriMo until I see the evidence that they're making a positive change. I do support AI only to a certain extent for helping people in a positive way, not in a negative. I don't support AI when it takes over everything or takes over the whole writing project. I don't support that. I support AI with helping, like grammarly, spelling, or art stuff, or however you need AI to help you. That's the only time I would support AI. I would not support it if AI wrote an entire story and someone took credit for that and it was actually an AI story. I don't support that. I'm sure there's other examples of AI doing stuff and someone taking credit. I will admit, the new book covers I'm making for the Spirit Dragon series, I've used AI only to help me, like with my main character's hair. She has different. I know I'm rambling now, but I wanted to show this. I just want to do an example on this. I've used AI for my spelling and grammar because my spelling and grammar is not the strongest, so I use AI to help me. There's one example. Another example is, again, I'm going to use me as an example. Book covers. I'm not a professional graphic designer, however, I'm trying to make my own book covers, and I have a couple of different styles of book covers I'm using, or I have made. 2 of them, or maybe more than 2 by now. A couple of them anyways, for a whole set of the Spirit Dragon series. They're not AI. I've done them originally, I've done them on my own, maybe a few tweaks here and there. And then the newest set was the main character, and only the main character that you see on the book cover. I had AI's help with changing the hair color and the hairstyle because I did not know how to do that. And I had AI help me with changing the dress. Again, I did not know how to do like a cut paste without risking losing the hair, so I just needed to change the dress. So I asked for AI's help for that. But that's helping me until I learned how to do that without risking losing something. I'm sure there's other examples. If you have an example that AI has helped you or technology has helped you in a positive way instead of negative, let me know in the comments. And let me know what programs you guys use to help you with basically anything. I use Grammarly and ProWriting. I don't know what one's installed in the Microsoft program right now, but it's one of them. I don't remember which one, but I know it's one of them. Anyways, I am rambling now, so I will make a post on this video. I don't know when it's going to get posted, probably tonight, if not later tonight. Maybe, yeah, I'll probably get posted tonight and then get scheduled for tomorrow morning, sometime or later. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I'm rambling now. All links are down below for everything. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, stay true to yourself and stay unique. Bye.